All right, welcome back. How to bulk up, Hardgainers, part two. Okay, so in the first video, we covered some things such as eating frequency, quality of foods, type of foods. Gave you a couple of ideas such as oatmeal, steak and potatoes, Chinese food, spaghetti, things like that. Cook all those meals. Don't ever go to the store and buy pre-packaged meals. It's processed, it's garbage, all right? This is gonna be another long one, so go ahead, shoot on over to IGTV or my YouTube channel, or check out my Facebook page and you will see the full-length video, okay? All right, so let's get down to some points that I did not cover in the first video, such as protein consumption, protein powders, and sodas. Okay, so in the first video, I covered a lot about carbohydrate intake. Now, the reason why, because everyone hates carbohydrates nowadays, is because that's easy to take in, okay? And your body can take in a lot of carbohydrates at one time. It's not as filling as compared to protein. Also, Hardgainers don't put on fat. You normally don't hear a lot of bulking up processes about, oh, eat all this oatmeal or eat this spaghetti, this and that, because, oh, carbs are so bad for you. But the truth is when you're a Hardgainer, they don't mind if they even put on a little bit of fat because it just makes them look bigger anyway. They're so lean, you can't tell the difference. So they always look good. But let's talk about some of the things that I didn't get to. So let's talk about protein. All right, so how much protein? So the man who called me, who messaged me about his son, who was a Hardgainer, safe and effective ways, we went over that. How much protein should he eat? Okay, so let's say his child is 150 pounds, okay? Just a good rough estimate. We're gonna try to eat 150 grams of protein a day. Now, the reason for that is because when you work out or exercise, play sports, whatever you do, you break down your muscle. When you have muscle turnover, then your muscle rebuilds itself, and if you add protein and so on, it gets bigger, and that is the most basic way of putting it, and that's the truth. All right, now, can you go over? Of course. There's always a 30 plus, all right? Now, a 30 plus is always good because it's plus, that's always additive. You can eat a lot of protein and it won't turn to fat. And I mean like an alarming amount of protein before your body actually convert that to fat. Most human beings won't even be able to consume that much protein. Yes, you can eat a lot of carbohydrates and turn to fat, but we are talking about Hardgainers today, okay? Can he eat under? Of course he can eat under, okay? But at the same time, we want to shoot for his body weight. Now, normally I would tell someone to take their body fat measurement, and then from there we would find out what their lean body mass is, and then I would make sure that they're eating that. So, if he's eating 150 pounds, 150 grams of protein a day, and he is 150 pounds, he's already getting the requirement of his lean muscle mass plus some, and that's what matters. Okay. So, as far as protein, that's what he needs. What type of proteins? Any meat source possible, okay? Meat source, all right? We want complete amino acids. The best source, usually right off my back, I'll tell you, is farm eggs, okay? Eggs are extremely good fats, good protein, everything, okay? One of the things I talked about in the other video was steak and potatoes, all right? You can make potatoes so many different ways. You can make mashed potatoes. You can make hash. And you can make hash as chopped up onions and bell peppers. I mean, there's so many different ways you can flavor these things. You can make shepherd's pie. That's a fantastic way to put on weight. That's a Louisiana staple around here, you know, where you've got your meat, your vegetables, and then you've got your mashed potatoes, all right? Venison, there's a lot of wild game hunters around here, so that's always very good. Chicken, obviously, things like that. So stay with your meat sources. Please stay away from tofu. That's crap, all right? And it's horrible for you. All right, now, number 2, no protein powders. No protein powders. I mean, you just cannot eat food. It's about the only way you can possibly drink it. But you must not really want to gain weight, all right? Now, here's the thing. Because protein powders really aren't good high quality protein, okay? You're like, oh man, if I I drink a protein shake, I get 20 grams of protein. Well, if you eat a can of tuna fish, which is actually less volume than a protein shake, so I know you can stomach it, that's better for you because it's food, okay? It may be from a can, but it's still better than a protein powder, all right? Stay away from protein powder mass gainers. They are garbage, okay? So carbohydrates come from maltodextrin, a modified cornstarch, okay? Corn, already one of the things I don't believe in eating. Not good for you. The other thing that they bump up the calories with is just sugar. It's just plain sugar, okay? So there's no way around it. Sugar ain't good for you, okay? So a mass gainer protein shake is usually low-grade protein filled with corn fillers and whatever else, and then sugar to make it taste good, okay? So it's crap, all right? Stay away from the protein shakes. Unnecessary. Just eat real food. Kids love to eat. Now, especially boys. It was a man asking about his son, you know, but boys in puberty have great appetites, but so do girls too, and when they're going through puberty. All right, also, last one is sodas, okay? I talked a little about this in the first video, is that just because you don't put on bad weight doesn't mean you need to eat crap, okay? You need to stop assuming that, well, I'm not gonna put on bad weight anyway, so I'll just eat this and I'll eat the stuff that's good for me, okay? You're not doing yourself any better. You're not doing yourself any good by doing that, okay? You waking up and eating a Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage, which is crap, and eating 3 dozen donuts because you can get away with it is not good for you, okay? If you do gain any weight off of that, it's horrible weight, okay? I talked about that when you want to achieve a goal, and most likely, like this son I think is really good in baseball, so he wants to get his weight up. If you want your son to accomplish something in baseball, then don't feed him donuts and egg sausage croissants from McDonald's, okay? Because this is the problem. Your son plays sports, your child plays sports, your daughter plays sports, gymnastics, whatever it is. They're gonna get hurt. That's the way the world works. You get hurt when you play sports. What happens when you get hurt? Gotta recover fast. You think eating a sausage egg McMuffin is gonna help you recover fast? You think eating donuts is gonna recover fast? I bet you if the child breaks their leg, all of a sudden you're like, hey, you can't eat those donuts, it's not good for you, you gotta eat healthy to get repaired. Well, you didn't seem to care about that before. Maybe if your child hadn't ate that crap, they would have better bone density already. So you need to think about these things, okay? Is a child gonna eat junk? Yes, he's gonna eat junk, but don't push it on them. Don't come home from Sam's with this extra large bag of Doritos and pastry puffs and things like that. It does no good for the child, and it does no good for you either, so no one needs to be eating it, okay? It's cheap for a reason, it's trash, all right? So it goes saying with sodas, like, well, he eats a soda, he drinks a soda with every meal. Okay, so sodas are crap. They're not good for you. Stop drinking sodas. They're not good for you. They lower your immune system. They leach calcium out of your bones. I mean, that's like the worst thing you could do for an athlete, is brittle their bones up, okay? So focus on these things. Go back to video 1 if you missed it. Check that out. This is a great way for hard gainers to gain weight. It's a great way, child or adult, teenager, whatever. Follow the same principles. Sprout your grains, sprout your nuts. Always choose food over supplements. Make sure you're eating 3 times a day. If you can bump up to 3 times a day and 2 snacks, then try to beef those snacks up to bigger meals. Then now you're into 5 meals a day basically. And then from there you can increase the size of the meals if you need to. And it sounds like a lot and it's like, God, it's gluttony, this and that, but you're trying to gain weight. That's just the way it works, okay? So stay strong, be safe, be smart, all right? If you have any questions, hit me up. I'd be more happy to help you out.